See my Descent showing up here. Scan your fingerprint and it lets you right in. What is up, Hash Nation? Today we are talking about a hardware wallet with Bluetooth connectivity and ERC20 coin support that is going to be a competitor for the Ledger Nano X that is releasing in March. So without further ado, let's dive into the unboxing and the review. Let's hash it out. So guys, like I said in the intro, I managed to get my hands on a Ledger Nano X competitor with mobile support for cryptocurrency, and I'd like to introduce you to the Descent hardware wallet. A hardware wallet with Bluetooth connectivity for mobile app support, a strong set of hardware security features, biometrics built into the device, and coin support that makes it a great competitor for the Ledger Nano X that's releasing in March. So let's go ahead and unbox this bad boy. We'll talk about some of the key features, and I'll show you how to get it set up and how it works with the mobile app. Got that nice texture on the box, and you'll see these seals on here. If these are ripped in any way, I ripped this one just now cutting the side open, but if they're ripped in any way or messed up in any way, make sure that you go ahead and call them up and get another one, because that's a sign that it could be tampered with. So here, when you open up the box, you'll see first and foremost you've got this cardboard cover with the Descent logo on it, and then right underneath that is the device itself. So see, it's got this plastic covering on it, but otherwise it looks pretty fresh, pretty clean. So we'll take this plastic off. So let's talk about some of the features that are in this Descent hardware wallet. And the first of these is the biometric verification. So you can log into your Descent wallet with the fingerprint sensor right here. The company IOTrust, they were nice enough to send this device to me. They wanted me to test out the biometric sensor on the device. So I went in and I set up my fingerprint, and now it's very easy for me to just log right in. I have a video of me doing it right here. Pretty interesting stuff. Now, obviously, IOTrust has a lot of experience with biometrics, and they built it into this device to make it easier for you to log in and use your cryptocurrencies. Now, I always recommend to companies that they have a backup for biometrics. I would ideally like to be able to configure that a PIN is also required to log in, so biometrics, and then before I send a transaction, a password or PIN. Definitely something that Descent and other hardware wallets should start adding. I also really like the 4-button navigation system on the device. I have relatively large hands, and it's sometimes a little bit difficult for me to touch those little buttons accurately on the Ledger Nano S. And other devices like the Trezor have also struggled with this mightily over the years. They've improved a lot, but I really like this almost scroll wheel style of buttons. Now, as you can see, the OLED screen is pretty sizable, and it has enough space on it to show you pretty much anything you need to see. It can show you your full address, it can show you the full transaction details, it can show you the QR code that's scannable for your wallet. So if someone wants to send you something from Coinbase, they can just scan the screen of your Descent hardware wallet. I like that feature. Not many other hardware wallets can claim they can do that. I think that Trezor Model T can probably handle that, but I'm not positive. Inside the device, there is a 585 milliamp hour battery that is capable of surviving for at least a handful of hours on the go. And of course, you can charge it using any portable battery or wall plug with the supplied micro USB cable. And finally, the secure chipset on the inside of the device that manages your biometric data and your private key data is the same EAL certified chipset that all the other hardware wallets are using. But they have multiple chipsets in here to handle the biometric and private key generation process, storage process, and the supplying and signing of transactions. Now, secure wallets, secure hardware wallets, they all rely on secure chipsets that don't expose data to external applications. That is key. You don't want to expose your private key, just the signatures of the transactions, and then get it off the device. So that's one of the key things. These are cold storage devices, and it's very important that IOTrust got this right, and they have built out the security features that we would expect in this device. Now that we've talked about some of the key features and things that I've noticed about the device that make it a little bit unique, Let's go ahead and dive into the setup of the device so you can see what it looks like in action. First things first, you can turn the device on by holding down this button on the right-hand side of the device. You can see it's powering on by Descent. First, you're going to select your language, English for me. You can either create or recover your wallet. And here you can either create or recover your wallet. We're gonna create a new one because I don't wanna recover to this. So I'm gonna create a pin and you guys are gonna see it because I'm just that kind of guy. I'm not gonna leave this pin, so don't worry, it's a weak pin. I'm not leaving it. This is just for the demo. And then you can enroll your finger, just like you do when you're setting up your iPhone. You have to give it a little bit of a press. It's got to really be up against that sensor. And then it goes ahead and processes and it's registering that biometric data on that secure chipset on the inside. So you can then retest and make sure you're good to go. So it's processing and it's creating that key pair on the inside of the device right now. And now it's giving me the list of recovery words. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get these things written down and I'm going to have them ready to punch into the device afterwards. So when you want to go in and confirm those words, you only need the first 3 letters of that word. So in my case, the first 3 letters of word number 13 is I, N, Then you have to pick which one of those it is in the mnemonic seed phrase section. Hit OK. Then it's going to ask you for a second one. So then after you've punched that in, it'll say your device is ready to go. You're ready to use Descent. So here are some of the wallets that are in here. You have your normal Bitcoin, Ethereum, your ERC20 wallet that can hold all ERC20 tokens. You have an RSK or Rootstock wallet, which is a smart contract platform for Bitcoin. RRC, that's another sort of RRC custom smart contract token platform based off of that Rootstock technology. Ripple is on here, Monacoin is on here, EOS, and then we can go into settings and set up the mobile app. So let's go ahead and hit connect. That's going to make your device discoverable. And let's go open up the Descent app on our mobile device. Currently the app's available on iOS and it's coming for Android. So you'll see the device is popped up on the screen here. You're going to click that and it's going to start the connection process. And once you're connected to your mobile device, here you can see you can add an account to your device. You can select a wallet. Let's just say I want to create an Ethereum account. You can label it main, then select add account. It's retrieving the accounts from the Descent dongle. And once you refresh the app, you can see this Ethereum account is now active. So here you can send Ethereum coins and you can use this to scan the QR code. You have to give permission. Obviously you can paste the address or you can take a photo of a QR code using the good old camera. You can send the amount, extra transaction data, the description. So let's just say Now here's one of the features that I really like. You can, again, it's going to remind you to put in the address. It's going to show you the gas limit and the gas price, the max transaction fee amount here. Now in some of the app, there is functionality to customize your transaction fees. Obviously that's a really cool feature. And one thing that I noticed in the app that I really like is you can use test nets, which means that you can use a test network cryptocurrency. And that just really helps because as a developer, sometimes I want to try and integrate hardware wallets into the mix for authentication. And this allows me to do that testing without having to spend real ether. So what are my thoughts overall on the Descent hardware wallet? Well, first of all, I really like it. It's a great device, it's easy to get connected, it's easy to get set up. I will say the mobile app could use a little bit of work in terms of the user interface and the flow. Beyond that, I've really enjoyed testing out this biometrics feature. If you want to see how it works, I'll turn off the device really quickly. So just to show you the biometrics, if you turn on the device, see my Descent showing up here, you scan your fingerprint and it lets you right in. It's just like you would get in an iPhone. There's maybe a little bit of a hesitation on the device, but it works really, really well to log in. And that's definitely convenient to just jump in, be able to send a transaction, be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. So hats off to Descent for introducing that feature. And guys, just a quick public service announcement. Don't ever show your 24-word seed phrase or your confirmations or any of that stuff on camera. It's definitely not a good idea. I only did it because this is a review unit. I'm not going to be using it. I'm going to reset it before I start using it for anything else. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video about the Descent hardware wallet. It's a device that's available on their website for $159 in a pretty direct comparative price to the Ledger Nano X. Now, obviously, hardware wallets are something that most people should have, but obviously the choice is up to you which one you want to buy for yourself. No pressure from me anytime to make a purchase on anything.